In this problem, he asks for the, again, right, number of needed subnets is like 1,000, and the network address is 165.100.0.0 and has the same questions. Okay, this is a homemade video, okay guys, so sorry. Total number of subnets, total number of host addresses, number of host addresses, number of usables addresses, number of bytes. Understand this, I'm gonna put like this, bytes to the network. The exercise doesn't have this description, but I'm gonna put to better understand. Borrow it. Okay, so which class does it belongs? When the IP starts with 165, he is this range. So he is class B. The default mask is this 0.0. So you can see here we have 8 bytes here and 8 bytes here, 8 free bytes here, 8 free bytes here. So we can have hosts and network. Okay, in total we have 16 bits. Okay, custom network gonna be the last one, but we can say it for sure it's gonna start with 255.255. Okay, this last two portions we don't know yet. Total number of subnets. In the exercise he asks for 1,000 subnets. In order to us have 1,000 subnets, how many bytes do we need? So it will be like, it will be 2 power what? It will be 2 power 10 bytes. Bits, sorry, bits. Bits different from bytes. Bits is the unit which a byte is combined has. Okay, bytes, bits. 2 power 10, it equals to 1,024. Okay, so we need 10 bytes of these 16 to have the total amount that the exercise asks, 1,000. Okay? And we have 16 bits. How many remains? It remains 6 bits. So these 6 bits that remains will be allocated to the host's address. Will be 2 power 6, that will be 64 total number of hosts addresses. But this doesn't mean we will be able to use 64. The number of usable addresses will be always the total host addresses minus 2. It equals 262. Why is that? Why minus 2? Because in all networks we have like we have a number in the first portion, dot, second, dot, third portion, dot. We will start from 0 to 955. And the first one and the last one is to identify the network, and the last one is to broadcast the network. So we can't use 2 addresses of every network. So the usable addresses from this network will begin from number 1 to 254. This is the usable, so is like 255 minus 2 would be in this case, you know. There is nothing to do with our exercise. Just to show you why is minus 2. Okay, the usable addresses. And now, how many the number of bytes borrowed to calculate the network, to have the network? How many? How many bits? It was 10. Okay, and now I like to do this. 255. Again, let's separate this. Okay, this is an observation. 255, 255, and I like to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 1 here. This is for the last portion. We have 8 bytes. Let's do one more here. Number 1, number 2, number 8, dot, number 1 until number 8. Eight. Okay, so we have here total here and here 8 bits. 8 bits in total, 16 free bits to calculate. network and hosts. Okay, so here we have 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 102, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 1, 2, 8. Okay, so from these 16 bits we have available, how many we gonna have to use to have our subnets, our 1000 subnets? It's gonna be 10. So gonna be these first 8 bits plus these 2. And we're gonna have remain only 6 bits to calculate the host addresses. Okay? So, as I told before, to calculate here the number of the custom mask, when we calculate the hosts, will be this direction. The network will be this direction. And when we calculate the hosts, will be these directions. Host, network. Okay? So, how many bytes did we use here? 8, the total, 8. How much will be if what is the maximum of this, the sum? 2 power 8 is 255. Okay? And for the fourth portion, to calculate the custom subnet mask, will be 128 plus 64. It would be 192. So here is 255 and here 192. So now we have our custom subnet mask. And we have all the answers. Okay? So you see, we did here calculate class B. I'm gonna bring the other exercise here. We calculate the first was an IP address from a class C and then class B. Okay? And the first we calculate the subnets. The first was 14 and the second exercise also was subnets, just a different amount. Okay? Now I'm gonna do a third exercise that will ask us the number of hosts. He gonna give us the number of hosts instead subnets. Okay, let's see third exercise.